Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Hi, everyone. This is Heather Hope. Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur. Okay, so if you are new here, if you've been listening to me daily, let me know in the comments section below if you have been here daily. I'm noticing that there's a lot more viewership on YouTube, which I'm happy about. I love YouTube. I've been aligning with YouTube for quite some time. I adore YouTube. It's like my TV for me. So welcome. If you're here from YouTube, hi. I love being here. But if you're brand new to this podcast, it is all about the law of attraction and business. So this is The Inspired Entrepreneur. It is based on a book that I am currently publishing that you can have on your desk and you can flip to each day and get a little bit of inspiration when it comes to you and your business. So I am a law of attraction business coach, mentor, teacher, inspirational writer, and speaker. So welcome. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Today is October 2nd. And if you listened in yesterday's episode, I am currently in Mexico. I am down in Mexico checking out a really amazing area that has some of the best weather year-round. And so I'm enjoying myself. But we are here too, October 2nd. So this is actually, today's is an actual quote from Abraham Hicks. I have a few in this book, direct quotes from a couple of different people. But Abraham Hicks is the main law of attraction teacher that I follow, the very main one, but I've got some others too. So October 2nd, here's the quote from Abraham Hicks. Talk about what you want until you wobble. Then stop right there. Talk about what you want until you wobble, then stop right there. Eventually, you'll carve out a path of a resistant-free vibration on what you want. Did you catch all that? Talk about what you want until you wobble, then stop right there. So does that make sense? So often, I was at this one Abraham workshop. I don't know when, early this year, last year, something like that. And it was in Phoenix. It was December of 2019. Now I remember almost whatever I remember back from a workshop that I've been to. I remember exactly which one it was. It's pretty cool. So this was in Phoenix, I think. Yeah, it had to have been Phoenix. December of 2019, and Abraham said that we need to talk a lot less. Like that was a lot less. We need to talk a lot less. We need to talk a lot less. Okay, so do you understand why? Are you catching this yet? When we talk ourselves into crap that we don't want. We vent. We talk about the news. We talk about all the things, and the momentum carries us because it's law of attraction. So when we start talking to somebody for like a couple minutes and it turns into an hour of talking of whatever, that's what we're doing. We're talking ourselves into things we don't want. So we need to talk a lot less. Okay, so because we could just get carried away. We get carried away from the momentum of law of attraction. So when you talk about what you want, talk about it until you start wobbling. So what that means is like, okay, so if you're thinking about getting a new car, you're talking to your friend and you're like, oh my gosh, I picked out the car that I want. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's red. It's a convertible. It's a BMW. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I went and looked at it and I test drove it and it's just so smooth and it feels so safe and the weather's perfect for the convertible top to be down. Oh my gosh. And the salesperson was really cool too. She was really awesome. Like we could be best friends if we wanted to be, blah, 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 blah. And then the wobbling would be if you get down that road of all of those amazing things you're talking about and then you start saying, yeah, but then gosh, it's just out of my budget though. Even though I love it, it's just like the payments are going to be like $800 a month. And I'm like, what? That's like my house payment. And I just couldn't, I don't know about, get that? That's the wobble. It's like that uncertainty, that whole, like all of the perceived, negatives about it. And that's it. So you have to stop as soon as you realize that you could go south. When you realize you could go south or you're about to, this is what's so important about like kind of keeping tabs on your thoughts of like, okay, so you're in the middle of all of that talking about how amazing it is and it was so fun to drive and oh my gosh, blah blah blah, and then you have a thought of, but anytime you're about to say but, get off the subject. Be like, yeah, that was a lot of fun. So what are we having for lunch? That's it. That's the key. So when you are on a subject that you really love, especially something that you want to manifest, talk about it until you wobble, until you're about to wobble, and then stop. And then when you get back in the mood again, like you talk to another friend or you talk to that friend again or whatever it is, start talking about the car again. Yeah, that was such a pretty car. Here, I took a picture of it. You want to see? Oh my gosh, it looks so good with my hair. And oh my gosh, I could just picture myself driving down the freeway and picking up blah, blah, blah and going on dates and da, da, da. And then if you or the other person starts saying something, stop. Change the subject. So the end of the quote says, eventually you'll carve out a path of a resistant free vibration on what you want. So each time that you go on that little bit of a rampage of how amazing it is and you stop, you're carving out the path. You're carving out the path of that actually becoming a reality that you can actually see. So how does that feel? Not amazing? Catch yourself now. You're going to catch yourself. You're going to catch yourself talking. And then you're going to catch yourself. Oh, okay. Change the subject. It's the easiest way to do any of this is change the subject. I do it constantly. Not in like mid-sentence with people, but like because I'm such an introvert, I'm not around people. But I've caught myself many times talking to my husband. It's like I have to stick with the positives. And then like walk away, just walk away. Like, okay, I'm done. And that's it. And just do that every so often because then you're not carving out the other path of it not working out, it not being affordable enough, it, blah, 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 all the reasons why you can't have it. You got to stop with all the reasons why you can't have something. It does you no good to do that. So you got to stop. So from now on, stop yourself. From doing that. Just say, oh, okay, what's for lunch? Oh, what should I have for dinner? Oh, you know what? I should probably go to the store. Anything. Take your mind off of what you're about to say because you have the power over your mind. You really do. You have the power to think certain thoughts. You have the power to not think certain thoughts. It takes practice, though, guys. It takes a lot of practice. But if you continue to do this daily, you will get it. You will get it. You'll have subjects that you could be talking about, but you don't because you don't want those to manifest. How do you not manifest something you really, really don't want? You don't talk about it. If you want something to go away, don't talk about it. Don't ever talk about it. It's so true. Abraham says it. I live it. I have lived it. Any subject that I don't want to ever manifest again, I never speak of it. It's like becoming a very distant memory that I never visit. So there you go. Having a nice rest of your day. My throat's starting to hurt, so I got to take off. But have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.